Hello friends, once again welcome on board. Hope you are doing well and you are taking interest in my video. And after a lot of messages from my lot of friends, I came across they wanted to know about the tire inspection condition of dispatch. So today we'll go in the deep with the photo and we'll take some example of Michelin and Bridgestone tire about the inspection and condition of dispatch. So guys, sit back, relax, enjoy this video till in, and please hit the like and subscribe buttons for getting new videos. And this video is having only good to information thing. Always use latest aircraft maintenance manual whenever you are going to work on the aircraft. So this is very important thing. Always refer latest aircraft maintenance manual. We'll go through the Michelin tire, Goodyear tires, and another is British Stone tire, which is basically used in the Airbus 320 family aircraft. So guys, I am not going to compare all the three types of tire. Here you are going to perform only inspection. So almost the criteria will be same for the all the tires. So guys, let's start with Airbus 320 family tire inspection with the good examples and images. Now you can see the first example of the normal wear condition of the tire. When the rubber is worn out evenly across the tire thread, even thread wear indicates that tire pressure has been maintained at the correct inflation level during the service. In this scenario, when wear level reaches to the bottom of the group on point up to 1 by 8 of the circumference, then wheel assembly need to be replaced. Or reinforced fabric is exposed to the atmosphere, then also you have to replace the wheel. If a aircraft is out station, then one landing can be permitted to the base where the wheel change can be possible. So this is the condition of normal wear, thread wear. The next photo is uneven shoulder wear. This condition will take place only when the aircraft tire doesn't have sufficient air pressure. If the tire wear limit is crossed, then you have to remove the tire from the service. If the wear limit has not been reached, then check the tire pressure condition and charge it as per the required value. And tire can be kept into the service until the wear limit criteria is reached. Uneven wear out at the center position because of the overinflation. So we tire condition will be same like under inflation. If tire is within the limit, you can release. If it is not in limit, you have to remove the tire from the service. If it is not reached to the limit, just charge pre-charge required value as per the AMM and release the aircraft. Another type of wear is abrasion type of irregular wear, which is caused by the sudden or strong side forces. If the reinforced fabric or cord protector is exposed to the atmosphere, you have to remove the tire from the service. This is another image spot type of wear, which is deep rubber wearing happens at the single location of the tire. This is basically happen during the brake malfunction or locking up the wheel. Most often during the landing, skid or burn can be a result of this type of the tire condition. Here also, if spot wear reaches to the reinforced fabric or card protector, you have to remove the tire from the service. If the spot wear doesn't reach to the reinforced fabric or card protector and sufficient group depth in the whole spot wear area is available, then you can leave the tire on the aircraft for further service and to be monitored. Another type is thread rubber reversion caused by the hydroplaning on the wet or frozen runway during the landing. In this condition also, if reinforcing fabric is visible, then you have to remove the tire from the service. If it is not visible, sufficient groups are available, no separation of the layers, then you can leave the tire with the aircraft for further operation and to be monitored. Another type you can see the image thread separation, which is caused by the overloading cuts abnormal heat. A tire with the thread or fabric separation must be removed immediately and checked by the manufacturer. Why this is very important? Because a small particle or separation of the material from the tire could be lead to the aircraft damage as a FOD. So therefore remove the tire immediately. Another type you can see cut on the tire can be a number of the cut depend on the scenario. This is basically caused by the foreign object present onto the runway or taxiway. If the cut reaches the carcass fly or belt cut limit, then tire must be removed from the aircraft, and there is some length and width limitation also before releasing the aircraft. Another type is rib undercutting. Rubber cracks happen at the wall of the thread rib in the thread group. The cracks spread underneath the ribs. An extension of this group can lead chunking of the thread or peeling the ribs or thrown thread. So this can be condition and the tire shall be removed from the aircraft as soon as the crack extended under the ribs. So this is very important. Another type is Chevron cut. You will find out in everyday daily aircraft. This is basically will be in the V shape or extended across the thread, and this phenomena usually occur on the group's runway at the aircraft touchdown. Wherever aircraft is touching down and tire are rotated rapidly, this can cause damage by the runway groups. In this scenario also, once a reinforcing fabric or aramid cord protector is exposed to the atmosphere or damaged, remove the tire from the service. Another type is peeled ribs. This condition occurs when the thread ribs partially or totally peels off in the circumference direction, usually beginning with the cut in the thread. It results in the circumferential delamination of the thread rib away from the tire carcass. During this situation, remove the tire from the aircraft before releasing and you have to replace the wheel assembly. Another tire condition is bulge on the crown surface which is caused by the local reinforcing or fabric nylon cord rupture. So this is also scenario. The condition of the uses under the bulge or blister occurrence on the tire, shoulder or crown area lead to the serious quality issue. So I strongly recommend to remove the tire immediately after the finding of any bulge on the shoulder or crown area. You have to replace the tire. Another example, you can see group cracking may result from the environmental aggression of the rubber due to ozone attack from an excessive mechanical solidifications, insufficient inflation of the tire. This crack occur at the bottom of the thread group patterns. Standard recommendation, remove the wheel from the service if the condition is not matching. Another type is open thread splice. Denotes the tire defect where the thread joints are spliced separate in the radial direction during the operation. This is the condition is not acceptable whenever you are finding anything like this on the tire. Another type you will see the chipping and chunking on the tire. This is basically happen on the strong lateral forces apply on the thread surface during the operation. Happening basically in the crosswind and tight turning. This situation will occur. Remove the tire whenever cords are exposed in the spot. Another type is rib tearing. Rib tearing occur when the tire is subjected to extraordinary side of forces during the crosswind landing, high speed cornering or sharp turning. If cord are exposed, remove the tire from the aircraft. This is the scenario for rib tearing. Another type image you can see impact break. This is possible caused by the FOD, typically identified by the diamond or X-shaped rupture of the thread and carcass sustained by the rolling over the foreign object. So this situation is not accepted. This also you have to remove the tire from the aircraft. Another type you can see in the image is skid burst. Skid burst result from the brake malfunction or locking of the wheel most often during the landing. Without tire rotation, the rubber carcass plier quickly worn. This can cause the bursting of the tire and this situation also not acceptable while seeing the photos. Another type is bulge or blister. This is the scenario is not acceptable and remove the immediately from the aircraft. Before removing, you mark the area of the bulging or blister. Another type of cut you can see sidewall cut. Sidewall cut are often caused by the FOD. If the sidewall cuts are exposed or damaged, remove the tire from the aircraft. So sidewall cut also cannot be acceptable for releasing the flight. Another type is sidewall cracking. So any crack are caused by the load shear or stress combined with the low tire pressure. Cracking in the area where the tire touches the rim flange can occur due to the mechanical interaction between the rim flange and the lower sidewall of the tire during the deflection. If the fabric is exposed, you have to remove the tire from the service. So this is all about the different type tire inspection. So this is just for quick reference. We'll go through the all the topic what we covered. 12-inch or 1 by 8 circumference patch arc, permitted only on one landing where the wheel change can be possible. Shoulder cut is not permitted. Build rib not permitted. Thread rubber reversion not permitted. Thrown thread not permitted. Thread cuts not permitted. Chevron cutting not permitted, groove cracking not permitted, thread chipping and chunking not permitted, rib undercutting not permitted, uneven wear one landing permitted, normal wear one landing permitted. Flat spot goes to the reinforced fly or protective fly. This is not permitted in any of the wheel. If the flat spot does not go to the reinforced fly, tire is serviceable, permitted to use into the service. All group must be visible, otherwise limited to you, depend on the weather condition. This is just for quick reference. Always use the latest aircraft tire maintenance manual for latest data. Just go through the diagram. You will find out the what is the thread, cord, carcass, and ribs. All the name of the construction of the tire. So this will be very useful to identify the location. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video till in. Hope this information is very useful for you during every transit or night halt aircraft. So see you again with new videos. Once again, I am telling you, please hit the like and subscribe for getting new videos on Airbus 320 family.